some Sejong. We'll read them, and then you'll tell me what you notice about them. You can definitely reference what we've written up here, right? I notice it's 3 lines. I notice there's characters, whatever it might be. So this first one is titled From the Window, and it's by Linda Sue Park. Sparrows at the feeder each day, dull in brown and black and gray, but fun to watch as they scold and eat. One morning, a triple treat, a primary colored display, cardinal, goldfinch, blue jay.
What's a goldfinch?
What's a goldfinch?
It's a fish that's yellow.
Oh, is it a fish?
No, it's a finch.
Oh, a finch, yes, a bird, very good. Justin, were you gonna add something? Yeah. No, okay. So what do we notice here? Yeah.
Sort of rhymes.
Good, we felt that rhyme. Some Sejos rhyme, some don't. It's up to you if you want to have that or not. What else do we notice? Yep, Leela?
The title, maybe it's not in all of them, but in this one I noticed that the title is like, it's not exactly what the Sijo is. It's kind of like a hidden point.
Very good. You can title your Sijo. You don't need to. It's up to you. The examples that we're looking at today, they do have titles, and I like what you're picking out. The title doesn't give away what the poem is about, or it doesn't give away the twist, right? It just excites us to read more. So if you're going to have a title, it's up to you how many syllables are in it and what the title has, but think about, you don't want to give your twist away in the title.
And in the Sijo, like in the actual Sijo, it's not obvious that the title goes with it.
Right, very good. Other things we notice from this poem. Sage, how many lines?
3.
Good, 3 lines. What's the twist in this poem?
Oh.
Evelyn, what do you see?
One morning they see lots of colorful birds, a cardinal, a goldfinch, and a blue jay.
Right, and why is that a twist? Justin?
It's talking about, I think it's talking about colors.
Yep.
But then they turn into birds.
Right, okay, so they just see sparrows at the beginning. And like you're saying, these colors are dull, right? Brown and gray, and they're sort of muted, boring birds. And then the twist is, they change at the end. And then on this other day, they get to see all these colorful birds. Exactly. Ready for another one?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
This one's titled Laundry, also by Linda Sue Park. I love sitting among the heaps of warm, soft, clean-smelling clothes. My mom folds. I try to match socks, imagining them in heaven. Cries of surprise, then celebration. Joyful reunions. Let's read this once more. I love sitting among the heaps of warm, soft, clean-smelling clothes. My mom folds. I try to match socks, imagining them in heaven. Cries of surprise, then celebration. Joyful reunions. What do you see, Zach?
She tries to match socks, but she can't. And then twist. It's a surprise.
Yeah, very good. And this is a story. I don't know if you've ever tried to fold socks, but I have, and I can never find the ones that match, right? And it's frustrating, and it's this experience that we can relate to. What else, Ina?
The twist is kind of hidden, so it makes the reader read it a couple more times to see where the twist is.
Right, and that's something that you can think about when you're writing your Sijo is poems, we read them more than once, right? And so you don't want to give it all away. You want your reader to have to work for it. Read it again. Try to figure out what's going on. What is the twist? What else do you notice, Evelyn?
It's she describes what the clothes are like, so you know that she likes sitting on the clothes and stuff.
Right, lots of descriptive words. Point some out. What are some good description words here? Yeah.
Warm, soft, clean smelling.
Great, right? We can see it, we can feel it, right? It's warm, it's soft, Let's look at the one that we read before about the birds. What are the describing words here? Yeah, Crystal.
Dull, brown, black, and gray.
Good. Can you add to it, Patrick? Do you see other describing ones? Go for it, Justin.
I think, I'm not really sure, but a primary color display.
Definitely, right? And that is sort of it's in juxtaposition is the big word I was thinking in my head, but it sort of goes against dull and brown, right? It's the twist. Here we've got these boring colors, and then down here it's more exciting. Yes. Okay, so we read 2 examples by a professional author. Now we're going to look at a third example, and this one is by Michael, and he's 11 years old, so close to some of your ages. He titled his poem, Dreams on a Lake. I'm floating on the dark lake, dreaming I'm floating on a cloud. The surface of my tanned skin tingles as water dries on it. A man yells, "Hello, good neighbor," breaking my dreams to pieces. Juno, what do you notice?
That his dream, like, he sort of woke up when the guy said hello.
Right.
Very good. What else, Leela?
It's this time the twist was kind of sad, because it's like you're imagining, light and stuff, and then it just breaks and you feel sad for him.
Right. Good. Crystal.
Like the twist is when the guy's shouting, so it breaks the dream.
Very good. And we notice that the twist then is always in that third line. Very good. What else, Evelyn?
So he's kind of describing his dream, like he's daydreaming, and then like the neighbor yells, like, "Hello!" and then he's like, "Ah."
Right. Very good. What else, Justin?
It's probably the morning and he's still sleeping, and then he's thinking of this wonderful thing he thinks he's doing, but he's actually dreaming.
Right.
So then, like, the neighbor just shouts, "Hello, good neighbor," and it just wakes him up, maybe.
Yeah.
And, like, he doesn't, like, his dream, he probably, like, wants to keep dreaming of the dream, but he can't.
Right. Exactly. Leela?
This time, I'm not sure, but I think he was some kind of metaphor when it said breaking my dreams to pieces.
Yeah, is it a literal dream, or do you think it's more a metaphoric dream? And I think that that's one of the things that you want to think about in poetry, too, is it doesn't always have to be literal. It could also be metaphoric, like you're pointing out. We were looking in those first 2 examples at some descriptive language. Can you pick out the descriptive language in this one? Ina?
Dark.
Yes, good, on the dark lake.
And also floating.
Right, floating, we can see that. What else, Evelyn?
Tan skin tingling.
Yes, tan skin tingling. Isn't that nice too? Sometimes in poetry you'll notice that words have a similar sound, alliteration, right? It's repetition of the same sound. Tan, tingling. What else?
Also, as water dries on it.
Right, as water dries on it. That's also nice, that verb there, dries. Good. Okay, so why don't we take a break? Let the kids get up, stretch if you have to use the bathroom, and then we'll come back and you'll decide what your Sejong is going to be about. Okay, so we do maybe a 5-minute break. Feel free to use the restroom, stretch around again.